It's the Gritty Artist V. I thought I did an intro and I didn't, and now I'm sitting here editing and realizing I don't have an intro, and I just don't want to do a voiceover. But you'll see that I've since cut my hair. I did it, I think, yesterday or the day before? The day before. And everything was recorded, I think, last week or the week before that. I haven't been feeling well. Fatigue, depression, just life. I hope this finds you well and you enjoy these artworks, because it's my desire to sell them because I am broke and can't work. And Zelly. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to do a voice recording anyways. It's alright though. I don't mind too much. I really like this piece, the mandala star. It's so pretty. I really enjoyed all the metallic and the blue and just the patterns. Patterns just make me so happy. I haven't really varnished all my pieces yet, so I'm taking this opportunity to record it, and those that were already varnished will be labeled as such. I wanted to take some time to say thank you, and I'm sorry for not posting more. I haven't been feeling well. I also recently went on a podcast, and it was really cathartic, and none of my family has seen it yet, but that's okay. They don't really need to see it. I don't need the headache. Some fan art now. I couldn't help but paint a tortoise. I try to make it look like a stained glass. I don't know how effective I was, but I had lots of fun, even though I had to repaint some of these sections over and over just because the colors clashed, or I didn't have as many colors back then. It's taken me quite a while to amass the art supplies I have, the colors, and I'm just very happy to be doing this. I love this so much. First, the flower was influenced by an aunt who has passed away, my Aunt Justina, and mostly it was influenced by Hilma Af Klint, my favorite artist. I literally picked out a piece from a book I have of her work, and just, did it different, but it was so much fun. I love the metallic. And I love the orb with the in the middle of the flower, cosmic flower. I just really love the beam of light coming out. This is one of my first paintings on canvas. Before this, I'd just been experimenting. 2017 was the year I started painting, and I wanted to do something brushstroke. He made me think of Van Gogh. I hadn't really known many artists intimately, at least their work, like I do like Hilma, or even now I know Van Gogh's paintings more. This is very influenced by like the emotion. I always liked the idea that Van Gogh, the more he felt, the more you could see brushstrokes. So I was depressed and stuck, not in a great home at the time. I painted part of this on the porch, just 4 or 5 people living in one home with like 4 cats. It's just not a good idea. But that's over and done with, and I'm glad most of the people who were around are gone. I don't know how I did this. It's just so pretty. I love the colors. And this piece is just, I used metallics and everything. It was just so gorgeous. Green just pops out and makes it look, I don't know, magical. And the blues and I actually really like this so much. And right here is the Duke's Castle. Noe, my partner, who also does YouTube videos, made a whole piece based off of that. And a paint glob. I did not notice until after it was dry, or I would have picked it out. This was named after a character in Sabrina the Teenage Witch, one of my favorite shows growing up. Zelda, her nickname was Zelly, and I was working on this piece and watching, binge watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and I'm just like, I'm gonna name this Zelly. I just love the pattern. I didn't think it would turn out so well. I just love the combination colors and the color shifting metallic paint. It's purple, it looks gold or silver in certain lighting. I love it. Wasteland. This was a paint pour on a paper. I didn't think it would work, but I reinforced the paper by taping it to cardboard, and that's why I have such a clean edge. And I loved it, and it went untitled for a while. But it just does look like toxic waste or something, but like beautiful. I don't know. I really like this piece. Colors are just It's so interesting. I definitely want to do another one. I love how thick the paper is and how, like, I just love how the varnish makes all the colors so much more vibrant. I love it. Of course I use Mod Podge, but that stuff is so magical. And it comes in so many different finishes. Brain maze. I love brain maze so much. I've been drawing the black part, the design, since as long as I can remember. I got the idea off of my favorite band, him. One of the lead singer has a full sleeve tattoo, and it's more viney and everything, so I couldn't draw it, so I came up with this design instead, and I kept doing it, and this too was an early design. Not quite my first paintings, but maybe within my first 10. I need to do more. I love it. I drew it on notebooks and backpacks. I doodled it in class since I was, I don't remember how old I was, but at least 15 years now. I also wanted to mention, like, the podcast I was in. It's on Instagram. It's a nice page called Chronic Cure. I'm definitely going to put a link for anybody who's interested in it. It's more of like growing up with psoriasis, but an interview, and the person I talked to was very nice. And if anybody else has a chronic disease and they want to talk about it and tell their story for others to understand us better, because living with a chronic disease is so hard. People don't understand. People can be very cruel, and people want to dismiss others. There's nothing I can do about that, but if you want to share your story and how you overcame it, because we all overcome this stuff differently, then contact her, please. Petal Palette was my first palette knife piece, and I really loved it, but I realized that I couldn't really do it with apple barrel. I did this with some nice, some cheap paint. It was nice, but it was cheap paint from the indoor swap meet near me. I love this piece. This is, if not my first, one of the first paint pours I did. It made me realize, like, I could do paint pours. This is wonderful. And I bought some extra supplies to do it. I still need to do more. I feel like this is only the beginning of my art journey, my art career, the rest of my life, basically. And I hope you enjoy it. I love it. This is already varnished as it was labeled. I used a straw. It was so cool. I love them both so much. And here we are, them drying, laying around my living room, my art area, and the table I like to work on, play board games. I hope you enjoyed this and this wasn't too abrupt of an ending. Bye.